Hello, I'm Graham Anderson. I work on tour with professional tennis players and also work at all the grass court events in the UK. So consequently I'm asked an awful lot about what you do for a tennis elbow or squash elbow or any other racket sport elbow, both medial or lateral elbow pain. There's a lot of traditional exercises where you use a TheraBand to just work on extension or flexion of the wrist. But to me that works either one group of one side or the other side of muscles. What I would like to try and show you is to work the synergy. The synergy is the muscles on either side to keep the wrist nice and stiff. And if you keep the wrist stiff and the shoulder stable, all the force as you take the ball through the hand, the force won't go through the weak point, which is generally the elbow. So we want to strengthen up this area in a nice synergistic way, muscles on both sides. First little tip I've got is what I call the Olympic torch. So you take your racket, squash racket in this case, and I've got it attached to a tree, and we're going to basically try and keep this Olympic torch, the flames flickering vertical. So I don't want to see the torch go either way. And we're going to walk around in a circle trying to maintain with a soft bent elbow the racket staying vertical. There's a temptation possibly in one area that you lose control. You want to try and keep the control as you go. This is a good isometric, synergistic strengthening exercise for all the muscles in the elbow. Synergy together, we want to keep the wrist nice and stiff again. So rather than do lots of press ups this way, let's try and practice doing some work with the wrist stiff. There's a tendency that again, if you've got weakness in the wrists, the force will go to the elbow, and weakness in the wrist means you will collapse. So we don't want to collapse. So obviously in this position here, we want to be strong in the wrist, so that when we go into different positions, or into any sort of position, we have a nice, strong, steady wrist. To make it harder, use this Physique foam mat, which obviously gives a little bit more challenge to keeping stability. Start off maybe with 2, but quickly you should be able to develop the same exercise to go into 1. I'm just doing simple press ups, anything to keep the wrist stiff. Again, keeping the wrist stiff, handy weight. That's all we've got around here. A bit of rock. Again, keep the wrist nice and stiff. And we're going to clean the window. Clean the windows hard with this rock. Don't cock the wrist. Keep the wrist nice and stiff as we go. Nice and stiff as we go. It's working the shoulder, it's working the synergy of the arms.